Hey everyone. Okay, if you saw the YouTube Shorts video a while back, you know I got a new carburetor for this machine, also the airbox. It's actually the same day that video was taken, but this video will be posted much later. So anyways, I'm going to replace the carburetor. I might do the entire airbox, I haven't yet decided. I also have to add the line for the backfire prevention solenoid. So I'm going to get to it and get started on this. I believe I showed it in the other video of how to replace this, so I might just show a few things on here. I haven't really yet decided. Okay, on these machines, where you really got to start off with, you got your PCV valve, disconnect that. You got two 10mm, undo both of them, and your entire airbox will come off. Even if you have the top on this still, mine's missing, but if you have the top on here with the air filter, all that on here, this will still come off. Put that off to the side. I might just be replacing mine with a completely different one. Now you're into the carburetor, and as you can see, the carburetor is already loose. There is nothing else holding in these carburetors. I know in some Briggs & Strattons they have a secondary nut right here and here that hold them in. The Kohlers do not. All you really got to do is just disconnect your linkages right here and here, or you can disconnect your throttle linkage right here from over here. It's kind of hard to see. There's a little plastic clip on there. Let's see if I can get you in there or not. Little plastic clip on there. You can just see it. That'll pop off, and it makes it easier to get out the linkages separately. I'm going to take this off because I need both hands to do it, and we'll go from there. Oh, and lastly, your fuel line needs to be disconnected as well. On these Kohlers, they have a hard line that goes up and around underneath the flywheel. It's the line back here by my middle finger. But then you have the short piece of soft line that goes from the hard line to your carburetor. Disconnect that as well. And if your backfire prevention solenoid is connected, disconnect that as well. Okay, here is the little throttle clip. Try not to lose it. Yes, they're replaceable, but if you're not near to a parts store or readily available to a parts store, you definitely don't want to lose this. It is definitely needed. Okay, carburetor's off. In my situation, it is a little bit tight when it gets out here to the end, especially with the choke linkage still attached. It's definitely a little bit tight getting it off, but it is doable. So I'm going to get everything ready to reinstall the new carburetor, backfire prevention solenoid wiring, stuff like that, and proceed to putting it back on and getting this thing buttoned back up, and maybe, just maybe, it'll run perfectly fine. Okay, electrical is taken care of. It did have a crimp fitting right here. I didn't really like the look of this end right here, so I just went over it with thin layer electrical tape just to keep everything nice and secure. A little bit of the copper was on the actual crimp fitting was sticking out right here, so that's all taken care of. I'm actually going to grab the new carburetor and test this, make sure everything is functioning with the wiring. Obviously I won't start the engine, but just want to make sure everything is functioning. Okay, everything's hooked up. I got the ignition. It did work a second ago, so I know it is working. The ignition wiring on this is a little bit on the screwy side. So I'm going to get this carburetor in place and get this finished up. Okay, got it all back together. The throttle linkage is definitely not fun to do at all. There's the choke moving, here's the throttle. It will move. Getting that little clip on there definitely was not fun. On a regular tractor where the engine's facing the proper direction, it's a lot easier. So I'm going to get the airbox put on, and we're going to leave it, and you have to wait till the next video to see if this machine will run. Okay, it's all on. I ran into one issue. Air filter is for some reason too tall. I believe this type of filter worked on the last Kohler engines I did, but I don't know why it won't work on this particular engine. Not a big deal. I'll just go out and get a different air filter, bring this one with me, and hopefully there is a little bit shorter one available. But if not, I'll have to leave it just like that. So, like I said before, you'll have to stay tuned to see if this thing will run. That will be in the next video. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.